Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the first video in the Alaska series. In this video, I will take you on an amazing journey organized by the 26 Glacier Cruise company from a small town called Whittier, which is located very close to Anchorage, Alaska. On this cruise, we will be exploring the beautiful glaciers of Prince William Sound. Whittier is a town at the head of the Passage Canal in Alaska, about 58 miles southeast of Anchorage. Whittier is accessed through the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel. At a length of 13,300 feet, it is the second longest highway tunnel and longest combined rail and highway tunnel in North America. Before heading out to Whittier for the cruise, please don't forget to read through the suggested driving itinerary in the 26 Glacier Cruise website. The cruise departs at 12:30 p.m. and to ensure that you don't miss the boat, you have to cross the tunnel to Whittier at 10:30 a.m. For this, you have to depart from Anchorage around 9 a.m., travel south on the Seaward Highway to mile 79 and turn onto the Portage Glacier Road to reach the entrance of the tunnel. Cruise route is well defined with interesting glaciers and wildlife, and the entire trip takes about 5 hours. Take a moment to enjoy these amazing views while waiting for the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel to open. After crossing the tunnel, since I had more than an hour to spend, I had breakfast from a cafe and then went around exploring the beautiful Whittier. I was able to get parking right in front of the cruise loading deck. The ticket price for an adult is $159 plus taxes. The cruise is hosted by MV Klondike Express, the largest, fastest and most luxurious catamaran in Alaska, and as they say, no seasickness guaranteed.
From Montana, Riley, from Connecticut, Connor, California, Brendan. Up here in the wheelhouse, once again, my name's Cody, and I'm the captain of the Klondike Express from Louisiana. And there's anything you need, certainly.
Our meals of meat and wine seem small and ridiculous, because you see, glaciers eat hills and drink sunshine. And so, back in the late 1800s, nature writers were pretty flowery and poetic. But if you look at the hills and you see how rounded they are, that is exactly what John was talking about. That as glacial rivers have...
Upon leaving Whittier, the vessel heads east through Passage Canal towards Egg Rocks in search of migratory sea lions. Passage Canal is a bay of Prince William Sound on the east coast of the Kenai Peninsula. The Passage Canal is also called as the gateway to Prince William Sound.
name for you. And so this is how Prince William Sound has its name.
Most of the land surrounding Prince William Sound is part of the Chugach National Forest. Chugach National Forest is the second largest national forest in the United States. The coastline is convoluted with many islands and fjords, several of which contain tidewater glaciers. Then we reach the X Rock Sea Lion Rookery. Stellar sea lions tend to live in the coastal waters of the subarctic because of the cooler, temperate climate of the area. These stellar sea lions are quick swimmers with a higher swim velocity than the smaller California sea lions. Then we proceeded through the very scenic area called Esther Passage, where only small ships can navigate the waterway. High mountains protect this narrow channel from rough seas and winds. Many different animals call this area home. Bald eagles, black bear, orca whales, humpback whales, sea lions, harbor seals, sea otters, and a variety of birds.
On this boat ride into what it is to be part of the wilderness. Really enjoy what this part of Alaska and this wilderness is that is part of your Chugach National Forest. Because as your Wilderness Act of 1964 had said, it's where its earth and its community of life are untrammeled by man, where man himself is a visitor who does not remain. So please enjoy this beautiful part, this narrow part of Esther Passage and the wilderness of your Chugach National Forest. Right there, silhouetted, just across from us. I'm upstairs in the middle of deck 2, and he's right there, just right across from 3 o'clock. So I can't tell you if this is a eagle or a she-eagle, because bald eagles both get their white heads at the same time, and both males and females look alike. If there were 2, it would be that the female would.
Esther Passage opens into College Fjord. The vessel turns north for a panoramic view of all the glaciers named after the eastern colleges during the Harriman expedition. The year was 1899 when millionaire railroad tycoon Edward Henry Harriman set sail on an ambitious expedition to Alaska. On this trip, he would chart and name many Alaskan glaciers. In total, 126 passengers and crew, 23 of them esteemed scientists, boarded the well-appointed ship George W. Elder. They named the Alaskan glaciers thereafter their Ivy League alma maters and their sister schools. Those names include Amherst, Bernard, Brynmawr, Howard, Smith, Vassar, and Yale. The glaciers of the northwest side feature the names of women's colleges. The glaciers of the fork and the southeast side sport the names of men's colleges. Harvard Glacier is the largest of the College Fjord Alaskan glaciers at its northwestern head. It is the second largest tidewater glacier in Prince William Sound.
Yes, how far to Harvard? Earlier we were 35 miles away. Right now, even here, we are still about 11.5 miles away. 11.5 nautical miles. That's a long way. The next glacier I take you to, ice permitting, I'm going to try to get about 1,100 feet away from. There the
approaching the Harriman Fjord, and the big argument back in 1899 was should we go around this corner, because Fox Glacier and Berry was another glacier. They had no idea that it would be there, and you can see it straight ahead. It's called Surprise Medial Moraine because it's in the middle. The lateral moraines, the rocks that are carried along on the edges, are very hard to see because they blend right into the mountain. But when
no one captured that moment of exploration better than John Burroughs, a nature writer and expedition member aboard the Elder, when he wrote, "The weather was fair, but the sea was cold. Indeed, we were in another great ice chest. Glaciers to the right of us, glaciers to the left of us, glaciers in front of us, volleyed and thundered. The mountains were ribbed with them, and the head of the bay was walled with them." Some Alaskan glaciers that the Harriman expedition witnessed have retreated. Other tidewater glaciers have continued their natural movement cycles, barely touched by man. Today, you can sail the same treasured landscape on an Alaskan cruise and retrace a part of Harriman's famed expedition.
Serpentine, especially in the crevasses where it's a little deeper and the sunlight is shining deep into the ice of the glacier. Once again, that amazing iconic view of the glacier. But Serpentine also gives us a good example of the conveyor belt work that glaciers do. Because if you look at the shoreline, you'll see that there's a huge mound of gravel there. And if you look carefully, you realize that white stuff underneath the gravel is ice. So this is the tip of Serpentine Glacier. And all of this rock is rock that the glacier has carved off of the valley as it's been traveling along, slowly moving over the millennia.
Now we are approaching the famous Surprise Glacier. Surprise Glacier is the most active tidewater glacier in Prince William Sound. This is also one of the best places to see glaciers calving. Surprise Glacier also seems to create its own weather. It can be clear around here even when it's cloudy everywhere else in the area.
Forward here towards that large band of ice up ahead. A lot of times we can find harbor seals laying out on the ice back here, so we'll scan the ice a little closer.
Ice blocks broken away from the glaciers were floating around. I loved this Surprise Glacier. We spent some time here seeing, listening and admiring this natural wonder. Then we started our journey back to Whittier. But hey, wait! There are so many more glaciers to see along the way. Finally, we reached back at Whittier around 5:30 p.m. I crossed the tunnel at 6 p.m. to leave Whittier. Then I drove back to Anchorage, enjoying the sunset along the scenic coastal highway. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. Live to travel. I will end this video with a collection of photos I took along this journey. Thanks for watching.